to see Reynaldo dragged like a dog.
Everyone that's been killed by the NYPD, every person that's been beat by the NYPD, they are our people. We are one people.
We have to protect each other. Today, in society, there is a lot of crime that happens due to us not speaking up and allowing our voice to respond further than what it needs to be. I have to speak again because I live in this neighborhood. The people that you see around us today are people that you see on a daily basis. You have to understand that brothers and sisters and cousins, mothers and fathers all have some type of responsibility out here on our streets. What you have to understand is that today, in today's society, things happen only because the people allow it to happen. If you stop and you think about everything that has happened without our community and within today's society, you will notice today in 2012 that things have occurred that are not lawful, that are not correct. But you know what? Today, you being a person, today, you standing for your right, have to be able to speak out and speak the truth. The truth is not being speaked out today because people are afraid of the circumstances. Fuck what the circumstances have to say, because you know what? Today is a new day. I speak on behalf of everyone, and I tell you now that you have to take a stand for your right, because your right will be discriminated.
Reynaldo Cuevas. Now, this is a very sensitive issue that we're dealing with. The simple fact is, there's been few protocols that have been broken. When the first two officers arrived at the scene, they called back into the dispatch and told them that there was two people being held hostage there. Once there's a hostage situation, that officer name is the officer Ramesh Bangladesh, was the one that was in front of the door. He ain't even supposed to be in front of that door. They're supposed to be at least 30 to 40 feet away, just waiting until a negotiator get here. And the only ones allowed to go in there are trained officers, special unit officers, or the SWAT team. They're the only ones allowed to go in there. So he broke protocols, and he did not follow procedure, and he was in front of that door. I don't know what he was trying to do, because if he ran in there, I mean, what he was going to do, shoot everybody in sight? You don't know who was the one committing the crime. So basically now another thing is when Reynaldo Cuevas found the opportunity to run for his life and thought that he was going to be safe because the police was out here, it ended up being that the police was the one that took his life. And the crazy thing is, that if you look at the video and you look at it good and slow it down, they never touched. Reynaldo Cuevas tripped over the door rail, and that's what pushed him going down. So when the officer noticed him falling down, he moved to the side. And the funny thing is, he got a bullet that went through the back and came out through the front. So there's no way that he could have, they could have bumped head and the bullet went through the back. So there's a lot of questions in this, and basically what we're trying to say is that until we get answers and we get some justice for Reynaldo Cuevas, we're not going to stop coming here. We're not going to stop harassing. We're not going to stop creating no peace for the NYPD and for any other government official. And then another thing I want to say is that any politician that come here and think that they can play two sides of the field and we just going to stand by and let it happen, they done lost their mind, because it ain't happening no more.
America has 5% of the world's population, but yet it has 25% of the world's incarcerated population. You know what I'm saying? And also, we got to think about why we're targeted. There's 3 million people in prison. That's more than there were slaves before the Civil War.
Whether it be in the DR, whether it be in Yemen, and right here in the Bronx, we need to organize for a revolution. You gotta put it right out there in the forefront. We need to actually fight for revolution, change in this system. Obama promised us change, and all he gave us was all the same. So that's all I want to say. Organize for a revolution. Get discipline. Get people on the streets. Fight this war.
motherfuckers are thirsty to pull that fucking trigger. My brother was shot one time on the shoulder. How you fucking die from a bullet wound to the shoulder? You guys got illegal bullets. How y'all got dum-dums and y'all fucking guns? A bullet that when it hits you, it explodes in you. Alright? Now, my brother was shot and then he was dragged 30 feet to the building.
Yo no entiendo, pero Rey estaba trabajando. Estaba en su trabajo. Ustedes tienen hijos también. Tienen hermanos. Tienen familia, que cuando se levantan quieren ver su familia bien. ¿Cómo le vamos a dar consuelo a la madre que estaba sola con Rey viviendo en este momento? Lo único que yo sé es que él no está aquí ahora. No sé si tiene una mejor vida porque no conozco esa vida. Dolor porque no es ustedes que lo están sintiendo. Ustedes no lo conocían a él. Es un caso más para ustedes, pero para nosotros no es un caso más. Fue un hermanito que se nos fue, trabajando. Él corrió para su vida para que me encontrara al frente de la muerte.
I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother, and I'm here today because y'all need to know that you're not safe. You worry and you use excuses to harass us to say that we have guns. Sure, we have guns. We need them to protect ourselves from you. Who brings the guns into our communities? How do we get 9mm and AK-47s here? Y'all need to be afraid because we're tired of you. And we don't want reform. We want to see you dead just like you kill ours. So you need to be scared.